Hi, love. So, today we're talking about when he says he's not ready for a relationship. So, you and your man have been together for a while. Let's say you've been together close to a year, or you've been dating for close to a year, but you're not like exclusive or something. Or let's say you're dating, you're in a committed relationship, you're ready to get married, and he's saying he's not ready to get married. Whatever it is, he's not ready to go to the next level in your relationship, and you are. So, what do you do? Well, the first thing that you do is that you have to stay calm. Okay? So, and I'm looking at my notes while I'm talking because I want to make sure I don't miss any of the things that I want to say to you. So, the first thing is to stay calm, right? Because when you are in fear, when you're in panic mode, you're not able to see clearly. There's like this fog that settles over your brain, and everything that comes to you in a weird way. You misinterpret the things that he's saying because you become overly sensitive to everything, and you are more likely to say things that you're going to regret, and generally to just forget your entire presence of mind and your value and your worth and all of those things when you're in fear. When you're in fear, you stop remembering who you are, and you just start acting out of this panic mode that keeps you from seeing anything clearly. So the first thing to do is to stay very calm, okay? Take a deep breath and remind yourself of who you are. Remind yourself that you are worthy of love just by the nature of being here. Because you exist, you're worthy of love. And what anybody else thinks or what anybody else does doesn't change that. And stay in that thought and stay calm. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that listen to what he's saying and see if what he's really saying to you is that he needs time. So is he really saying, you can even just ask, do you think you need more time? Do you need more time? And if he says, yeah, I think I need more time, you say, okay, staying calm. How much more time do you think you need? And let him give you a specific amount of time. So he might say, I will know I think I'll know in 3 months, I think I'll know in 6 months, whatever it is. But if the answer really has to do with time, then he will give you an amount of time. And in the meantime, during those 3 months or during those 6 months, what I want you to do is to take a step back. And not in the sense of playing a game, but take a step back in the sense of, instead of having your focus be so much on him and what he wants, and if he's ready, have your focus be on you. Are there friends that you could be spending time with that you've been neglecting because of your relationship? Or are there hobbies that you've kind of abandoned because you didn't have time because you were putting them into the relationship? Are there other things that you can be doing instead of putting all of your time into the relationship? Because backing off for a little bit helps to put things back into balance. And it gives him a chance to miss you. And sometimes that's what people need to know if something is right for them or not, is they need to have the chance to miss it. So do the things that are healthy for you. If his answer is that he needs more time and he gives you a specific amount of time, great. You use that time to focus on the things that make you happy. And that doesn't mean that you pretend to not be available or anything like that. It just means that you actually do these other things. And you still, respond to his calls. You still respond to his texts. You're not playing games here or pretending to be unavailable. You just need to do more of the things that make you happy and not put as much of your investment into this relationship. If you ask him if the thing that he needs is time and he says, yes, he needs more time, but he doesn't know how much it is, I hate to tell you, honey, but what he's really saying to you is, I don't know if I'll ever be ready to be in a relationship. And what might be even more painful is that he might be saying, I don't think this is the relationship for me. I don't know if this is the relationship that I want. I'm not sure that you're the person that I want to be with. That can be tremendously painful to hear. And there's a part of you, when I said that, if it was true for you, you know, because it resonated and you felt it in the pit of your stomach. And it's a voice you've been ignoring for a long time. If it was true for you, I would tell you, love, to please don't run from that. And as difficult as it is to think about it this way, see if you can see it as a gift. Because if he's saying to you, I don't think this is the relationship for me, I'm not ready to be in a relationship, he has given you a gift. He's given you the gift of honesty. Because now you don't have to make the choice. You have a choice. You don't have to decide to stay in a relationship that's not going anywhere. You don't have to try to rationalize it or try to tell yourself, well, maybe later on he'll suddenly realize how wonderful I am, or maybe he just needs more time but he's not saying it, or any of those things. Instead of choosing to tell yourself those rationalizations and stay stuck and then breaking up a couple years down the road when you're further away from, we're not getting any younger. If you want to have a family and those kinds of things, you really don't have a lot of time to waste with somebody that doesn't know what they want, or that knows that they want something different. So you take it as a gift and you say thank you to yourself. Thank you, because now I can move on and find the person that will cherish me and that will adore me, because that person's out there for you. And if you're wasting time with someone who doesn't recognize your worth, then you're not going to be available for the person who really does. So that's the second thing, is about time. Does he need time? And how much time does he need? And if it's not really time, then, and he's just not ready, then you need to believe him when he says it to you. Don't make the mistake that so many women make of thinking that they can change him, or thinking that they will wait it out, and all of the different mental gymnastics that we do in our minds to rationalize why we should just stay with him anyway. Because what you're really doing is you're putting your faith in fear. You really have a fear that the right person, that you're never going to find anything as good as this, and that this is the best that you can expect. This is the best that you can hope for. So you're digging your nails in and you're holding on. And when you do that, your self-esteem, your self-worth, all of that takes a huge hit, because you know that you're settling for less than what you deserve, and you're clinging to it because you're afraid of what the future has for you. And instead, what I'll ask you to do is to put your faith in love. Really put your faith in love. Put your faith in the truth of love and the truth of who you are, which is that you deserve good love, and real love is out there for you. Somewhere there is a man who wants to be with you, who feels that you are the perfect match for everything that he wants in a woman, and feels that a woman like you, would be a treasure to him. A good man recognizes a good thing when he sees it. And the right man for you recognizes that you are that good thing. You're not put here on this earth with your gifts to convince someone else of your worth. That's not your job. If they can't recognize it, don't waste a bunch of time trying to convince them, because there's someone else out there who will. There is someone else out there who will. So, my dear, I am sending you all of the love that your heart can hold. And if you're not on my mailing list, sign up for good stuff, love tips, and for great special prices on love manifesting stuff that I do and put together for you. And if there is anything else that I can do for you, email me at carissamontooth@gmail.com, and I'm happy to answer questions via the blog or via private emails. So sign up for the list if you're not already on it, and I will see you next time. Mwah.